One of the first reasons to engage in social media is that so many people around the world are doing it. There's 7 billion people on the planet, and roughly 1 in 5 people in the entire world is on social media. And many of them are spending 20% or more of their online time on social media like Facebook and Twitter. The second reason to engage with social media is that it's a big news flash. The consumers actually trust each other more than they do you, the marketer. So you want to leverage that trust factor that people who have experienced your brand or your service, your hospitality, that you want to leverage the experience they've had by sharing that experience with others. And platforms like Twitter and Facebook allow you to do that at a much greater scale than we ever could before. There's many different ways to engage consumers through social media. One of the most basic ways is to just listen. To use social media as almost like we do focus groups and market research to understand the consumer. Well, the consumer is talking about you every day. So if you are listening, if you're doing social media monitoring and you're actually hearing what they have to say, you will find out if your product has some problems that you need to fix, or your customer service needs fixing, or you may hear good things that you can amplify or enhance. It also gives you the opportunity to fix a misperception. Maybe people think something went wrong, but maybe it didn't, and then you can correct that misperception. So listening is really important. The second thing is it gives you an opportunity to have a conversation with that consumer in a way that you could never before. Through Twitter and Facebook and various other platforms, you are able to not only listen, but also to respond. The key is not to use that as an opportunity to just throw out regular ad messages like you might on television or email. It's an opportunity to actually give them some content or an experience or entertainment that they are going to welcome and want to tell other people about. The other strategy is with social media is to think of every marketer has a core group of customers that love that brand. And if you find those people, and you can do that with social media because they're out there talking about your brand in digital platforms, you can identify them and use them as spokespeople in your television campaign or digitally through YouTube. But you also want to nurture those people. Give them rewards, VIP status, elite status. Give them special rewards that make them feel really good, even better about your brand, and that they will want to tell other people. And those people will believe it all the more because it's another person like themselves telling them about that experience versus you telling them. So those are some of the great ways of using social media to not only strengthen your core customers, but also to expand your reach. One of the critical factors with marketing, and I spent 17 years in the advertising business, is to have a similar message. You want to be the same genuine brand on social media as you are in, say, mobile marketing or in your television or your radio campaign. So it may be that it's the same theme or the same message, but you talk to them differently. In a television campaign or a newspaper or magazine campaign, you have copywriters writing a certain way and it sounds slick like a marketer would talk. But in social media and often in mobile platforms, that doesn't work anymore. You have to take out the corporate, cloak off and actually have real people in your firm who are deputized or advocates for your brand to respond in the same kind of vernacular, same language, and in the same kind of human way that other social media users interact with each other. So you have people in different departments in your firm who are social media advocates, who are listening to what consumers are saying and responding to them, correcting problems, and it really means changing your whole organization so that you have different silos in organizations. You have operations, you have promotions and marketing. You have to coordinate all of this activity so you are one brand responding to that consumer in a real and human way. Hospitality is a perfect media for perfect industry for social media, because what is it about? It's about experiences, and people love to talk about experiences. So the principle of having people who enjoy the experience share that with others. Another approach, of course, is to create a Facebook page where people who have had a good experience can like you and then share their experiences with others. That way the consumer essentially just does the marketing job for you. They're telling other people on these platforms about their positive experience, and that is going to be more believed than if you go out, saying that our product or service is great.